Discussion time, come on, grab your mics. We'll talk about some random crap. Power stars and skeleton minion. Fun will never end. It's discussion time.
Hey! Please don't. Stop.
Okay.
It's just me and young Jonathan today.
I was. Yeah.
And today we're talking about Smash 4. This is gonna be part 1 of like 3 or 2 or I don't know. Part 1 of something.
30.
3?
We could probably make like a 10-part series.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious, but
this podcast we've decided is just going to be about caricatures.
Caricatures. We're
Both,
talking
like,
about
confirmed and pending and rumored and bleh.
Yeah, so before we actually get into it, I'm going to list off the characters who have already been confirmed, just so we don't
just to give a sense.
Just so we don't say like oh, they should add Mario back in.
Yeah, they should add Mario back in. I don't know why they took him out. I mean,
I know, it was like worst decision Nintendo ever made.
It was kind of depressing.
It was kind of. I cried for days. I cried for a week.
Okay, list off the confirmed characters, Johnny.
Okay, this is in no particular order except that upon the Smash website. So
Good job.
Pit has been reconfirmed. Bowser, Pikachu, Fox, Kirby, Samus, Link, Donkey Kong. Are you ready? This one's a huge addition. Mario, Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah.
I can't believe they finally added Mario.
Holy shit, guys.
Wii Fit Trainer, Mega Man, the villager from Animal Crossing, Pikmin and Omar, Luigi, Peach, Toon Link, Sonic the Hedgehog, Marth, Rosalina and Luma, Zelda, King Dedede, Lucario, Little Mac, and Diddy Kong.
And Diddy Kong. Okay.
Diddy. I find one thing extremely disturbing about the thus far confirmed. I found one thing extremely disturbing about the roster that's been confirmed thus far.
Huh.
There is no Captain Falcon.
Oh, you know they're gonna confirm him, man.
I know, but
Captain Falcon is like one of the most notorious Smash characters.
They gotta do it. I'm worried. I think the reason it's taking so long is they're trying to make the best character trailer for him.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at this, cause like I'm curious, like always, about like Link. Like, it doesn't look like he's in any particular style of any of his games.
I think it's sort of Skyward Sword-ish, but with elements from like everything, basically.
Yeah, it's like elements from like everything. I thought, which I'm glad they didn't do this, but I thought they were going to just make him look completely like he does in Skyward Sword. Which,
I'm not into Zelda, so I wouldn't know why that's a problem.
well, cause like Skyward Sword doesn't look that bad, but like compared to what we had in Brawl, where he was from like Twilight Princess and transitioning to Skyward Sword, I just don't think that would work.
I can see what you mean.
But
yeah.
Conspiracy theory, guys. What I think would be cool for them to do is this would make Link have like 1,000. No, never mind. Instead of doing just color schemes for costume changes, it should be Link from like various games.
Oh yeah, they could do that. They could have like
which I think that would be awesome.
Something cool they did with Toon Link last time around is they had a color scheme that looks sort of like Link did in the original Zelda, like the brown hair.
I saw that. That was cool.
I played as that palette every time. Which
oh, really? You know me.
Regarding
Talk.
Regarding Toon Link, though, I'm sort of surprised they added them back in. Of course, there was Wind Waker HD, but they could have put Young Link back in because of Ocarina of Time 3D. But
I don't think they would put Young Link back. Well, he is basically the equivalent of Young Link.
I don't particularly mind Toon Link being back because I like Toon Link.
Yeah,
Wind Waker was pretty good.
I'm a huge fan of Wind Waker, so...
Wind Waker is the only Zelda game I've played and actually done anything, so...
Yeah.
I've played Ocarina of Time, but I was terrible at it.
I think, spoiler alert for my channel, I guess. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a playthrough on Wind Waker.
Oh, snap!
Just confirmed it!
Snap.
Wind Waker confirmed!
Nintendo left a really weird screenshot of Toon Link on his page. I'm linking this and putting it in the video. It's like Nintendo Y.
Hold on. I hope they add back in Snake.
Yeah, they should hit up Konami.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Mario and Toon Link's faces pretty much just say it all.
But here's the thing, because I just completed Metal Gear Solid 4. It's an amazing game. So, I think if they are going to add Snake back in, I would kind of like them to do what I was proposing for Link.
Oh,
So there could be the original from Smash. No, Brawl. The original from Brawl. And then there could be, like, him from MGS4, because he's, like...
Like, could they have, like, you mean Old Snake?
Yes. And then maybe, like, a separate costume for him becoming, like, Big Boss?
For Brawl, I think they had a costume for, Liquid Snake.
I don't remember. Like, when I was playing Brawl, like, I had no Metal Gear games until recently. So, I'm not sure.
Well, I was playing Brawl, I had no Metal Gear games, and I still have no Metal Gear games. So,
Well, yeah, that's because you don't have any console besides Nintendo's. Well, you could get the Twin Snakes for GameCube.
Didn't they also remake... Oh, that is the remake.
That is the remake, Johnny.
Yeah,
Twin Snakes is remake of the first one. It's heavily censored because it's on a Nintendo.
It's on a Nintendo.
But you get the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Speaking of Konami, another character I feel they should add in. Well, two options for characters. I think they could add in either Bomberman or Simon Belmont.
Here's the thing. Simon Belmont, I think everyone was talking about how, like, Simon Belmont would be really cool. But I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Probably. I can see Bomberman being in the next match.
I can see Bomberman being in there. Like, let's take Pit, for example. Like, the only reason Pit got into Brawl was because they were probably developing Uprising at the time.
No, they weren't actually. Uprising was... It's because their tradition is to include at least one extremely obscure Nintendo character per game.
Well, then Simon Belmont isn't exactly extremely obscure.
Well, I mean, like, first party, though, so Simon wouldn't fill that role.
So Simon could work. Bomberman could also work as well.
Yeah. The thing is, I wonder what they do, like, for the rest of Bomberman's moveset, if they'd have, like, sort of the power-ups, like the bomb throw and the bomb kick, and how that would work in Smash.
If you're talking up this tradition of, like, adding an obscure first-party character, would you consider Little Mac to be an obscure first-party character?
No, because Punch-Out had a game on the Wii.
Well, yes, Punch-Out did have a game on the Wii, but, like, in total, like, at least by Nintendo, they're the arcade machines. But, there's, like, 4. Not even 4. There was Mike Tyson, Super Punch-Out, and then Punch-Out for the Wii. Right?
Yeah.
So I I think I can confirm that as obscurity. That I'm not saying that is the only obscure character that'll be on there, but
I mean, yeah, he's relatively obscure, but I don't think he fills that role because the previous ones, it was like Ice Climbers, who were only in one game, which was on the NES. Mr. Game & Watch, who was in the Game & Watch.
yeah,
And
in the Game & Watch.
then Pit,
but Game
who
& Watch
at the
has
time,
been in the game since Melee, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Since Melee, they need to add like at least one
Melee. How do you pronounce
Melee.
How
I'm
is
pronouncing it.
Like, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure you properly pronounce the word melee, but everyone says, like, melee. If there's
Melee.
like, Super Smash Bros.
Melee.
Hold on. I'm
Melee.
No, because, like,
Melee.
so it is, according to Google, which I'm not going to trust that much, but it is considered to be pronounced melee.
Good.
But I have heard like melee and melee and a bunch of other.
I still think Melee sounds stupid, but whatever.
Well, yeah.
You pronounce it how you pronounce it, so.
Like if I'm talking about melee weapons, I'll say melee weapons. But if I'm talking about like melee, I'll say melee. If that makes any sense.
After that argument about the pronunciation of a word, yeah, Little Mac though, if you look at the others, like I was just saying, Pit at the time of his appearance in Brawl, he was only in 2 other games, one for the Nintendo, one for the Game Boy. So I think that
I forgot about the Game Boy Kid Icarus game.
Everyone kind of did until they put it on the 3DS eShop.
Oh, good point. Well, they also had the original Kid Icarus on the eShop, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they'd go for a character who hadn't had an appearance in years. One that people kept bringing up. I used to be part of a Smash Brothers forum, and one that, of course, I joined forums because I have nothing better to do with my time. Of course.
Oh.
It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen.
What are you saying?
Okay, but. Yeah, one character they kept bringing up was one I'd never even heard of before. It was this obscure Game Boy puzzle game created by Miyamoto about a mall.
About a ball?
A mall, not a ball, a mall.
Just a ball. That's the character. Just a solid red.
No, it needs to be like that ball from Mario Land 2 that has Wario's face on it. It was that.
Hold on. Oh, Muddy Mole. I think I've heard of this, actually.
You could be confusing it with Monty Mole.
No, I know my moles, bro. I know fucking Mr. Rossetti. I know fucking Muddy Mole. And...
Oh my gosh, I forgot Mr. Rossetti was a mole. I feel like an idiot.
Seriously? How?
Oh my gosh, I'm...
How?
Mr. Rossetti Smash 4 confirmed.
Well, he was an assist trophy in Brawl, so he'll probably be in it. And
as an assist trophy, not as
especially with the popularity of New Leaf, he'll definitely be in it. As
an assist trophy, yeah. I think if they're adding a second... Yeah. They need to add Tom Nook as a playable character. His final smash is taking all your money.
I have the book of Nook stuck in my head now.
Good job. You got it in my head, too.
Buy Starbomb. It's a good album.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to think of...
Yeah, that's the whole reason the Villager got in. Yeah, it's just because the popularity of New Leaf.
Yeah, and nobody would shut up about it.
Touché.
They need... I can't find any more. I can't find any, like, first-party old characters
What
who
was
haven't
I gonna
already...
say? You think they're
Yeah.
gonna add any more like third-party characters like Sonic and Snake?
I have a feeling they're going to add Pac-Man because Namco Bandai is working on the game, and Pac-Man is Miyamoto's favorite video game character.
Oh, please don't involve Pac-Man.
They gotta put Pac-Man in, dude. It's Pac-Man.
No, yeah, it's fucking Pac-Man. What's he gonna do?
They could use like Pac-Man World style Pac-Man where he uses like freaking butt
Like,
bounce.
here's my theory, which like we're gonna do another part on this later, but like but I'm just throwing it out there right now. If they're going to do anything with Pac-Man, it's gonna be like either Pac-Man as an assist trophy or like a Pac-Man stage.
They should involve Pac-Man, like even if not as a playable
They're going
character.
to involve Pac-Man. I want them to involve Pac-Man. I don't want Pac-Man to be a character.
I do.
No, I think that's stupid. I think he'll be either an assist trophy or he'll have his own stage.
No, they need to put the true original retro video game characters in, which would be the bars from Pong.
Dude,
No,
what if
they should have a Pong stage though.
What if they made a Pong stage and like the ball is like an instant death?
Yeah. No, the ball should be like essentially it explodes if you get into contact with it, and it does like heavy damage.
But that's for another time, because we're talking about characters in this podcast.
Okay.
Who
I'm trying to
else?
find.
Who else has been confirmed? Fox. I think they went a little overboard with all the Star Fox characters.
And now everyone's saying they should like add Crystal, which they shouldn't because everybody hates Crystal.
Not everyone hates Crystal.
I'd like Crystal if they did something with her character, but
Yeah,
they don't.
like if they did something creative with it rather than just another retexture.
Yeah, like everyone says there should be more girls in Smash Brothers, which I can support, but they have to be there for a reason, not just girl characters for the sake of having girl characters.
Exactly. Just like, here, just take it. Like, no, that's...
Like that's what I was sort of thinking with Rosalina,
again,
but now
that's not Nintendo's style, you know? Nintendo always... style.
All I'm thinking about is right now. Like, I'm thinking of SpongeBob and Patrick saying style in that exact voice.
But, yeah, that's not Nintendo style. Like, it doesn't matter what game it is, if it's just like another Mario game, they innovate somehow.
Right, but yeah, I think, Peach, Zelda, and Samus deserve to be there. Rosalina, I'm on the fence about. Wii Fit Trainer, her edition is the most hilarious thing in the world.
That's just amazing. I don't want there to be any more than just like 2 Star Fox clones. Like, if they add Crystal and she's not the Star Fox clone, I'm cool with that. But I feel like Fox is kind of an obvious one. Fox should stay in. Falco, that's kind of I didn't think they needed Wolf in Brawl at all.
I'd support them bringing Wolf back for the next one if they give him an original moveset. Like,
exactly, like that is my main I love how we were like, oh yeah, like Toon Link, I'm cool with that, when Toon Link's just a retexture, but like, yeah, Toon Link, I'm cool with that.
Toon Link's different somewhat, but Toon Link probably doesn't need to be there, but I like
he
Toon
probably
Link,
doesn't,
so I'm biased. I'm biased, so.
Yeah, so am I, so this is not our conversation. Yeah, like, if they add in Fox and Falco, like, that's cool. They're like a duo. But, like, Wolf, I feel like that's kind of pushing it.
Yeah. Something, like, I think Wolf could actually work as an alternate costume. They could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, rather than just spending as much time trying to make him different, just make him an alternate costume, because I don't think anyone
Oh.
cares.
I just thought of something.
What?
Like I said before, like, I'm really not into Pokemon. But if they could introduce the Pokemon trainer again, except it's like he has like the X and Y starters, that'd be kind of cool.
Something someone brought up is like, if they have the Pokemon trainer, they could have the female equivalent as an alternate costume.
Yeah, cause like in the first, well, not the first game. In the first game, he was in Pokemon Trainer. He all had Gen 1, right?
Yeah,
Gen
it was
1, like final.
basically.
No, not final form. That was.
He had
only-
Charizard, Ivysaur, and Squirtle.
Okay, so there was one for each evolution.
Yeah.
So I feel like they could also do that with no, cause X and Y you get 2 starters, yeah.
You get one of the Kalos ones and then one of the Kanto ones.
Okay, I don't know what you just said, but the point is you get 2 starters.
No, it's like you get one of the starters that were like introduced just for that game, like Chespin, etc.
Oh.
And then you get one of the first gen starters, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle.
Okay, so they could still do that though, right? They could still do like Pokemon
Right,
Trainer X
yeah.
and Y.
I think they could just add Red back in and change the final Smash to like giving Charizard the Mega Evolution.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
Mega
because-
Evolution? I
because
don't know.
Pokemon Origins is a thing.
Pokemon, I like that, but then they added Mega Evolutions at the end, which made no sense in the canon.
No, well, you
But
see,
it was,
here's the thing.
but it was awesome, so I didn't care.
No, I'm just supporting. Red might be in it because Pokemon Origins is a thing.
Then though, Sakura said characters aren't coming from anime sources. Like, and at the time, Red was in Brawl.
Yeah, like, duh. Like when everyone was like, "I want Naruto in Smash." Like, one, I hate. Naruto.
No, like anime based off Nintendo games, like Ash couldn't be in it.
No.
Chris from Sonic X couldn't be in it.
I just think Ash wouldn't work.
No, because Red actually accomplished his goal, so he's worthy to be fighting. Ash is a bumbling moron.
Yeah, Ash is just kind of he can stay on television.
And which Pokemon would you pick? Because you couldn't do Charizard, Ivysaur, and Squirtle, because his Squirtle and his Bulbasaur are like, screw this, I'm not evolving. They chose not to evolve, which is the stupidest thing in the world.
Oh, Lucario's been confirmed. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I really want Mewtwo back, even though he's probably not coming back. I mean, seriously, they could add him, but as far as Lucario goes, I think they'll replace his Final Smash from Brawl with his Mega Evolution, because that just makes sense.
Oh, thanks. I'm just looking on IGN, like, denied Zelda characters, Skull Kid, like, no shit. Like,
Skull Kid was actually one of the most requested Zelda characters.
No, but he's gonna be an assist trophy, yeah?
Yeah, he was
But
confirmed
that's
as an
it.
assist trophy.
Like, I don't see how you could make him into a character.
Everyone is like, Skull Kid, and I'm like, really? Why?
Yeah, like, as an
Like, when
assist
people
trophy,
say...
as an assist trophy, it makes sense. Like, he could make the moon, like, he could basically be like Snorlax from Brawl, except he would, like, rain the moon down or something.
Yeah, like, as far as Zelda characters go, people would recommend, like, Ghirahim, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, and then they'd be like Midna, and I'd be like, that's pushing it, and then Skull Kid, I'm like, no.
Yeah, like, Midna...
Pushing it, but it could work.
Yeah, like, here's the thing, like, it also says we're pending results if, like, Young Link's gonna be in it, but, like, if
Young
Toon
Link's
Link,
not...
if Toon Link is in it, Young Link's not gonna be in it.
If Young Link is in it, and they cut anyone from Brawl, I'm going to, like, yell very loudly. Because that would just be a waste of time and effort.
Okay, that's weird. So, they've proclaimed they've confirmed Zelda but they haven't
Yeah,
confirmed if she's turning into Sheik like she did in Brawl. And like
well, she did that in Melee too, so
in Melee.
they're probably gonna do that. If they don't, I'm gonna be kind of surprised and disappointed because I like playing as Sheik.
Ooh, let's get into a debate that both of us. I don't think either of us have played this series at all. Fire Emblem.
That's it. Ah, yeah, Fire Emblem.
They're gonna do Ike or Roy, or personally, I think just to piss off everyone, they're going to choose a different character.
Well, I don't think that would be like just Nintendo being trolls. I think that would actually be justified because guess what? A
Awakening.
Fire Emblem game, yeah, Awakening came out. So I don't know if that still has the same characters. Martha's already been confirmed, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna put
Like,
Ike or
like I
Roy.
just said like 5 seconds ago, I don't think either of us have played the Fire Emblem game.
But they'll probably add someone from Awakening.
Like, Martha's confirmed. Martha's kind of the obvious one, though, you know what I
Mark
mean?
is the Fire Emblem staple.
Yeah, he's basically...
I'm gonna see if Roy or Ike are in Awakening.
Okay,
Okay, it looks as though I can't tell, but it looks as though Roy is DLC.
what do you mean DLC?
I don't know. It looks like they have an exclusive stage with Roy as
talking about?
DLC. I don't know if he's in. Yeah, they have DLC maps for Ike and Roy, but I don't know if they're in the base game.
You think
So
they
I need
could
to look
add
at that.
anyone else from, MGS? I highly doubt it, because, like, Raiden is in
No.
PlayStation All-Stars.
I don't see that. Like, I know it's impossible, but if they do, they should just straight up add Otacon.
How I don't know if you've ever played any of the Metal Gear games, but what the fuck would Otacon do?
Nothing.
I promote
Absolutely
I
nothing.
promote if they have Otacon, it'll be like the Pokemon trainer where he's just like in the background on his computer, and like the thing you actually play as is like the Mark II.
Okay, so it looks as though Ike and Roy, they are in the base game of Awakening, but they're not, like, main characters at all. Like, Ike is either, you can get him through DLC or Spot Pass, so,
Oh, okay.
like, he's there, but he's not important
He's
to the main.
present.
He's like, he's more of a bonus than anything.
Yoshi's
Okay,
Island.
the main character is Crom, apparently, and
Yoshi,
I don't know who that is. Yoshi
Yoshi
well,
hasn't been
who else-
confirmed.
Yoshi was in the. Here's how I think of it. Every character who is in the original is automatically confirmed. That's how I think of it.
Oh yeah,
like,
like
not-
in the very
Not
first.
officially, but
I thought you meant
like,
Brawl.
as-
no.
as some people put it, they're legacy characters.
Yeah.
So like
Okay,
someone
good.
said
I can agree with that. Anyone in like the very first, and like Captain
so,
Falcon.
someone
was the
said
first.
like I was watching Brain Scratch comms and someone's like, okay, they're gonna cut Jigglypuff, and then someone replied, they can't cut Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's a legacy character.
She is, or he, or it.
Jigglypuff was unlockable in the original.
Really?
There are 12. Yeah, there was like 8 base characters in the original and 4 unlockables.
Wow, that's
They were
Yeah,
going
'cause
to.
there was like Mario, Link, Kirby, and Pikachu, and like
Who are like the Smash.
Fox was in it too. Yeah.
I'm just looking. Okay, the characters like the original 8 who didn't have to be unlocked are Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, and Pikachu. And then the unlockables are Luigi, Captain Falcon, Ness, and Jigglypuff.
Oh, really? Luigi was in the first one.
Unlockable, but yes.
Huh. I thought he made this appearance in Melee.
No, he was in the original. He was just, like I said, unlockable. They were going to cut Ness and Melee in favor of Lucas, but then Mother 3 got delayed.
Oh, yeah. And
So,
especially since Earthbound has gotten onto
Yeah, Wii U eShop. Ness is probably going to be in it. If Ness is...
No, Ness is definitely going to be in it. I'm not sure
I
about
mean, after Mother 3, they said they weren't making any more, so I don't see any reason to take out Ness.
One thing...
You could probably... They could probably do...
You can talk.
They could probably do without Lucas, and some people suggested they were going to add the protagonist from the original, but something I've noticed is the protagonist from the original basically is Ness.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly different, but basically.
I think, I've never played Earthbound, but I think this would be cool as, like, an alternate costume. He could be in, like, his pajamas from, like, that alternate universe.
Yes, they gotta do that. They need to do that now.
One thing I also want to touch
Although,
upon...
wait, in the Japanese version, he wasn't in his pajamas. He was naked except for the hat.
He was absolutely...
So they need to do that for the Japanese version.
Thanks, VGFacts.
Yeah!
Go to VGFacts.com.
Watch
We
Did
are
You Know
just
Game?
advertising people that they never told us to be advertising.
Watch Did You Know Gaming? They just made a new video.
Watch Did You Know Gaming and also subscribe to NoBoots.com.
Subscribe. You gotta subscribe to Power Star CT1.
Also, you should subscribe to my new channel that I made.
I've heard Power Star CT1 is a pretty cool dude. You should subscribe.
Like that's weird, Johnny. I've heard Power Stars is like a dick.
No, I've heard he's a good dude.
But
he's a good dude.
Okay, one thing I want to touch upon kind of lightly is I do enjoy the art style for the new Smash, cause like...
Oh man, yeah, like Wii U version, the HD looks gorgeous.
Like the Wii version of Smash kind of looked like a lot more grittier and like more rigid.
Wii U, you mean what?
No,
you're
Wii
not
U,
making...
the Wii version. It looked...
Oh, you're to
I
Brawl.
personally thought it looked like more gritty and like...
Yeah, it was like, oh man, they're gonna make the art stuff for the next Smash more realistic and even darker, and it's gonna be like barely even Smash anymore. And then the first trailer comes out, and I'm like, dude.
Because that doesn't work for Nintendo. Like Twilight Princess, the only game by Nintendo that I can think of right now that was like uber realistic was like Twilight Princess, and they pulled that off.
Right, but like, if they're doing it for all their like signature characters, it doesn't look good on Mario. It doesn't look good on Pikachu. Kirby is unaffected by it and looks ridiculous out of place.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like some characters just gritty couldn't work, so they just remained and they looked extremely out of place. Yeah,
so they've tried to, like, they did make it more realistic, but they've also made it brighter and more cartoonish, which works. Like, it can be both realistic and bright. Like, Fox, for instance, he has this bright color scheme going, but he also has this awesome fur texture.
Yeah, Fox looks amazing.
As Donkey Kong too.
Oh, really? Hold on, I'm just looking at pictures.
Not as much so as Fox, but Donkey Kong looks really good.
Yeah, Donkey Kong kind of looks like standardly like he normally does, but he still looks good.
They added a little more fur texture, but and then Mario and Luigi, their overalls.
Yeah. You think they're gonna add any more Donkey Kong characters because of like Tropical Freeze?
I think Dixie Kong is a safe bet, but other than that, I don't know.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I feel like if they add Dixie Kong, it's just gonna be a clone of Diddy Kong.
Right, they'd have to, but I don't see who else they could add because King K. Rool's not in the new.
Oh no, King K. Rool not happening, sadly. What was that? Just.
That's me sniffing in sadness.
Who else would be cool? I think it'd be cool if they added Bowser Jr. and he had like the paintbrush from like Sunshine.
Yeah, a lot of people have mentioned that. I don't know, but it could work. But I think there's Mario characters.
Yeah.
I think there's Mario characters more worth adding, like Waluigi, for instance.
He can stay.
And then there's one that would never happen, but if it did, me and like a million other Smash fans would just die of excitement. It's Gino.
No.
Like, Gino's my most wanted yet least likely character for this game.
At best, he's going to be an assist trophy.
No, because Square owns the rights, and if Nintendo's, like, paying Square to use Gino, they're gonna want to use him to his fullest extent.
Okay, yeah. But that's the problem. They are paying for Gino. I don't know if you saw our podcast, which by the way you should, about Nintendo and the Wii U, but like I don't think it would be correct or affordable to like buy anyone. You know what I mean?
You know what would make them butt tons of money?
What?
If they bought Rare back.
Okay, I am all for that idea.
They would make just buttloads and buttloads of money.
I am all for that. But here's the thing. This is why I don't like Microsoft. Like Rare is the one reason, well, one of the very big main reasons I don't like Microsoft. Cause like if you bought out Rare and you like saw what they could do for the Nintendo, and like Microsoft is a very money-grubbing company, so why didn't they tell Square to develop more Banjo games? You know what I mean?
Rare, not Square.
Rare, not Square.
Why didn't they tell Square to develop more
Square.
Final Fantasy games? Because we don't have enough of those.
Yeah, no, that is my main problem, because they made nuts and bolts.
Rare did develop some. I think the main problem was like Nintendo, they did give Rare creative reign, but not like full creative reign. And Microsoft's like, yeah, just do whatever you want, it'll make money. Or it could have been the other way around. Nintendo gave Rare full creative reign, and Microsoft's like, oh, let's add a twist to this. Let's make it different.
You see, no, like, because if Microsoft just said, oh yeah, Rare, you can do whatever you want, I feel like they would still be developing like 3D platformers.
Yeah, but I think another thing, like Conquer Live and Reloaded, the thing with that is it could have been good, but I think they didn't give. I think they might have rushed the development cycle. Okay, we bought Rare, let's.
It isn't all essence, it's just a remake.
Even still, I think Microsoft just gave them like a really short development timeout. Like, all right, we bought Rare, let's milk them for all they're worth.
No, because. Okay, I can slightly agree, but I can also disagree, because if they milked them for all they're worth, they would make more Banjo games.
I think Microsoft, they definitely had no idea what they were getting into. One Rare employee told a story, like, they were moving into their new offices, and they put up a poster of Donkey Kong, and a Microsoft employee walked in and said, hey, cool, do we own Donkey Kong too?
Yeah.
So Microsoft just had, like, no idea what they were getting into when they bought Rare.
Yeah. I'm going back to characters. I say they should confirm Glover.
I would be so happy.
A lot of people will laugh at that, but I thought Glover was actually a pretty solid game.
I haven't played it.
I have.
There's a lot of things I should play, but haven't. But
there are too many people.
Something I don't get. Everyone says Ridley should be a playable character, but he's like 5 times too big.
What?
Everyone says Ridley from Metroid should be a playable character, but I think he's like 5 times too big.
That'd be too big. He was a boss.
Even still, they did make Olimar larger for Smash, but I don't see Ridley working.
Okay.
If they did add another Metroid character, though, who would they go with?
Ooh, Otacon.
Yeah, my favorite Metroid character, Otacon. I'm trying.
Good. don't think they could.
They could add Dark Samus, but Dark Samus would be a clone.
Yeah. I don't think.
Ridley's a bad idea.
Ridley.
They could add.
It's just.
No, they could add more F-Zero characters, which they haven't. Because when they got Captain Falcon's moveset, they pretty much just pulled it out of nowhere.
Yeah. They were just like, what do we do with Captain Falcon? Just like this.
Like, alright, a new F-Zero game just came out. What are we going to do? What are we going to do for Captain Falcon? We need to put him in the game. What should we do? Give him a punch with fire or something.
Because he's like Captain, like, Falcon, and, like, Falcons look like phoenixes, and, like, phoenixes shit fire. I don't know.
Good job.
There was one guy in the corner of the room who said that.
Yeah, like, no, and like the manager of operations, like, Ted, could you come here, please? Yes, sir. That is quite possibly the best idea I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, that reminds me of
well.
Ed's World. This is like my 5th mention of Ed's World, and you still haven't seen it.
I have lots of things I need to watch, and I'm not watching any of them.
You need to watch thousands of things.
Hey, at least I'm actually caught up on Soul Eater now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm supposed to watch an episode per week. Sometimes I don't even do that, but now I'm caught up. I'm like around episode 18, I think.
So as soon as you finish that, me, you, and Riles could probably do a podcast about that.
Yeah, we totally could. Totally did.
But this is bad.
Oh my! I've just encountered the greatest fake Smash Brothers picture ever. You know, in the trailers, how they had those things like Mega Man joins the brawl and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's one that says Windows crashes the party.
That's awesome.
Okay, but yeah, other franchises, I was thinking they could probably add another Kirby character, actually.
Like,
They got options there.
Like, whom? Like, I feel like Meta Knight was really cool, but I think Meta Knight was kind of pushing the Kirby limit.
The thing is, Sakurai was gonna add DDD in Melee, but then he's like, I don't want to overrepresent my own franchise.
Okay, yeah, so...
But, I think we could have another Kirby character, though. Like, let me think. They could add, Marks from Superstar, because he's, like, among the Kirby fandom, he's a pretty, he's a fan favorite.
Well...
And then they have, well, they do have a new Kirby game coming out for the 3DS. I'm wondering who's in that.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So they could do something to, like, cross-promote that.
I'm pretty sure it has Kirby, and...
I'm guessing it has Waddle Dees. Just a
Really?
guess.
I don't know. I think Waddle Dees were kind of just, in the first, Kirby, and that was, like, it.
No. You know what character they should add, though?
Huh.
President Reggie of Nintendo of America.
Yes.
Reggie confirmed
What
2014.
Oh, did we say it in the podcast, or were we just touching on it without recording about like the Mii characters?
That was outside of the podcast.
Okay, so I think Mii's would be like a good idea. They'd have a lot of customization and bleh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you could have
Yeah, he said basically like you could mix and match moves from other characters onto the Mii's.
Yeah.
I think they could have sort of a customization where you could like dress your Mii's up in outfit, like you could put hats and random clothes on them. Which hats?
Hats. This is Valve is developing the new Smash 4 with Nintendo. There will be.
Like they're gonna give out free copies of the game, but you have to pay for hats.
Yeah. Every character in Smash 4 has about 5 hats. They are all worth $50.
Yes.
No, but I think the inclusion of Mii's would be cool.
Yeah, like Mii's, even since Brawl, people were like saying you should add Mii's, which they didn't,
Yeah.
but they should have. I'm trying to think of more characters, so I'm just looking at a bunch of fake character rosters here. Somebody said Chibi Robo. I haven't played Chibi Robo, so I don't know how that would work out.
Chibi Robo is definitely what we were talking about before, with kind of like the obscure first party.
Oh yeah, they could do that. And GameCube is relatively old now,
Yeah,
so
but I think
we could go for that.
Don't insult my GameCube.
Hey, you know what else is relatively old? The Game Boy Advance. I love the Game Boy Advance.
And the Nintendo 64 and all of their consoles I still play by Nintendo.
I should hit that.
I have a Wii, but really all I play on the Wii is Brawl.
I have a Wii, but all I play on the Wii is Netflix.
Yeah, like anything by Nintendo, it's either like Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, N64, or GameCube.
Speaking of Game Boy, I just downloaded the second Mario Land off of the 3DS eShop, and
Oh, really?
I've been
I've got
yeah.
the original. What?
I have the original cartridge.
Oh, really? Then why don't you just play that?
Well, because the second one is different.
Oh, you have like Super Mario Land 1.
Yeah, I have the cartridge for the first one, and then I downloaded the second one.
I've got 1 and 2 on the original Game Boy.
We should probably stop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably gonna wrap up for our first podcast.
We could probably do another podcast about characters. We could talk about the veterans.
Oh, yeah, we probably could.
It'd be shorter, but we could easily.
But we'll do that next time.
I have one more character suggestion to make. I was going to say Starfy, but it has been brought to my attention that Captain Rainbow hasn't been confirmed yet.
Oh, jeez.
Captain Rainbow for Smash 4 2014 confirmed.
Oh, no, Johnny. We can't
What?
end the podcast yet. We haven't done
Why
the
not?
random news story of the day.
Quick, Google things.
That's what I'm doing right now.
I'm gonna do it too. I think I'm the only one out of the 3 who are usually on the podcast who hasn't done a random news story yet. Like you and Riles have both done it, but I haven't.
Yay! Can we all just call him Riles now and piss him off?
Yeah!
I'm cool with that. Cause like I've always called him Riles, I think.
Wait, I have a good idea. I have a good idea. Steve the Mind.
Look on
Steve the
Reddit.
Mind. I'm looking on Huffington Post actually, and I think I've found something.
What?
Man wearing thong steals Batman costume.
I'm sorry?
Man wearing thong steals Batman
No,
costume.
No. I heard you.
Man wearing only thong stole Batman costume, pranced around, police say. What? It was in Australia.
Continue.
It was in Australia.
Oh, is it
Police in Australia have charged a superhero wannabe who they say stole a Batman costume from a thrift store while wearing nothing but a G-string, Metro reports. Security footage recorded February 24th shows the suspect prancing about outside the store for 40 minutes in the stolen outfit. Authorities later arrested the unidentified 35-year-old suspect. It was very unique. Most people will at least try to rob you with their clothes on, Shirley, said the store owner.
When did this happen?
February 24th of this year.
Oh my god.
News story was just posted today.
That's the podcast, you guys.
America, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
America.
that was Australia.
Australia, ladies and gentlemen.
But
Australia.
America is also very fucked up.
America.
America.
America. America.